Yo, Mark, let's get started. Yo, let's get started with this show. I call that row a pair. That's just for the TikTokers who only watch the first 5 seconds of the show. Very nice. Stick around for the giveaway. The clue to entry is in the upcoming performance, which is, as the person I performed it to, Mark, said, probably the best thing he's seen me do. I don't know if it's my best piece, but it was high praise from someone who actually studied paranormal stuff in university. See ya soon. So kid stuff's over with. Because at heart, all magicians are actually square. We're not cool, at least not this magician. Even with my bling. So, listen, it's been a long journey. I found out Mark had actually literally, for real, studied the paranormal in university. And that set me off as a magician, trying to work with things with Mark, see what he thought, see what a true skeptical mind about the paranormal thought. And it's improved my magic. I never did much mentalism because, you know, I've got a goofy personality, right? And what I've discovered is, I don't even use the term paranormal anymore. Really, it's the science of the unknown. Because if it can happen, it's normal. It's not supernatural paranormal if I can make it happen, right? So it's been a long journey. I've shown you all kinds of crazy stuff, and it's all culminated in this one experiment, okay? So I'm gonna make a little room right now. We need a control. So of course, we're gonna use a card as a control. So remember the thing we were doing with the number and I couldn't get it to work? Yeah. Well, it turns out it's because I'm so used to using 1 to 52. I've started trying to project numbers now that are of the 52 cards of the deck, and it's starting to work. I had to tweak my equipment a little bit, but it's starting to work. So just give these a little bit of a shuffle. It's not super important. We're just going to have a card that's a control card, okay? And that's, because you know in an experiment, you have to have a bit of a control. All right. So what I'm going to do is just spread them here like this, okay? And I'm going to take my finger and you say stop anytime you want as I go over the cards. Oh, he wants one down at the end. So now it comes straight down. Now, to make it a true control, would you like me to go 1 card forward or 1 card back?
4 cards.
4 cards back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that the one we're talking about? Okay. Okay. Being fair, it's a controlled experiment. So guess what? We're not going to look at the card. We're just going to leave it there. You have a pocket? Can I trust you to put it in without being affected by the control, by not looking at it? Let me put it in. No, you put it in. You put it in, but don't look at it. That's our control, okay? The other part of the control is this deck, which will just sit here, okay? Now, so like I was saying, I have been working on the trick where I'm going to write, a prediction, okay? And I'm going to use my device here, if I can get it together. I'm going to write a prediction on here. You can't see this, right? Okay. Now, remember when I first did this, I looked back at it, and from the side, the very first time I did it was a shape, and then, I don't even remember the trick now, but it was a shape, right? And you drew it. I think we were actually outside. I did it a couple of times, and I noticed you pulled the pen away from it and pretended to write a little, because you thought maybe that I somehow could tell what you were doing. That's what gave me this idea, is I could copy you maybe if I had some amazing ability to guess your movements or something, or be sensitive to them like reading Braille. So that's why I changed it to my trying to send information to you, okay? So I'm gonna pick a number, doesn't matter, but some numbers I find are a little easier to send than others, okay? You're gonna have the pen. So now, keep in mind that one number would be, like if it was between 1 and 52, one number wouldn't be that hard, because that would only give us like 9 possibilities. So I've written a 2-digit number. So it's going to be a 2-digit number, between 1 and 52. So between 9 and 52, right? The reason is there's a lot more possibilities there. If you only wrote one number, right? Like if you only wrote one number, then I would think that it's probably not going to come off as big on camera. In person, it probably wouldn't make any difference, but I don't think it would come off as big on camera. You're thinking, okay, so whether you can see it. So now, don't laugh, but you know my psychic projection glasses, right? Remember the psychic projection? Well, what I realized was they were for seeing through things as opposed to sending information. So I took a page from way in the past. You were just actually mentioning, what were you mentioning? If I put what on the TV, I could get free HD. Yeah, remember the old rabbit ears? Well, it turns out if you put one rabbit ear on my device, it acts not as a receiver, but it acts as an emitter. That's a fancy word. I already tell you. Super. Okay. So you still have to take me seriously, even though. Wait a minute. Maybe if I put them like that. You still have to take me seriously, even though. See, this is a prototype. This is sort of like proof of concept. This is sort of like proof of concept. So I look like a unicorn, he says. Okay, so whoops. Okay, I gotta make sure that I can get it to the point that he said. There's no, wait a minute, maybe if I. Oh, that's better. I forgot that I had the other glasses. Okay, so you know the drill. There. So you know the drill. I'm going to look at my number and I'm going to try to send it over to you. Okay? And you can't see that, right? What I wrote. So and we haven't prearranged this. This is a true experiment. I'm going to hide it like that. So make sure you can see that. Okay. I don't want you to be able to see it. Now, don't think of a number. Let it come to you. Wait. I gotta tune it in. Okay. I gotta tune this in properly. See, I think I rushed it last time. Okay, there. Now I have it tuned in. Okay, so just let a number come to you. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm gonna send it over to you now. You won't feel a thing. Here comes the number, and just casually reach out and nice and slow and clear, write down the number that comes to you. Okay, take your time. Be very, very casual about it. Now, are you absolutely happy with the number that you have chosen? Absolutely no shadow of a doubt. Did you try to trick me? Did you write a number between 9 and 52? Absolutely. Do you want to change your mind? I do not want you saying afterwards that, Andrew, you tricked me. Okay? Do you want to change it? I'm going to show it to the camera. Okay, did I just show it to the camera? I can't really see very well out of the, what number did you choose? Yeah. I want to see if I got the number. 40. Okay, so why did you choose 42? Is there any particular reason for it? You're absolutely honest that 42 just came to you? You're not going to believe this, Mark. You are absolutely not going to believe this.
Wow. That's good.
Now, at this point, you're probably saying, that's a magic trick. That's not real magic. That's a magic trick. Oh, I can tell by your face that you're actually in praise. I can't see you that well. But I think, judging by your expression, my new device works better than ever. Here's the real rub. It's a science experiment. There's no paranormal. There's only science that hasn't been discovered yet. So how can I convince you that this is the real deal? Say that again?
Money would go a long way.
Money would help. Well, cards is the, where's my glasses? You've never seen my, cards are what I'm used to. It seems like trickery, but it's because, Mark, I'm used to cards. So that's why it's easy to send this information to you, because I've been playing with cards my whole life. Okay? I'm trying to build up some tension here. Okay. Now, for fairness sake, you're going to take these and deal them down face up on top of each other, because otherwise, because there's a camera far away, you're going to think there's some kind of sleight of hand, right? There's nothing else in the box. Tell the people at home. The box is empty. Just carefully as we count. What was the number you chose? 42. Count down face up to 42. I'll count you. That's right. And this is the proof. He's a scientist. Your old paranormal studies, where are we at? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, this is science, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. All right. So the 42nd card, you verify, is of, you could have chosen any number. Let me see the rest of the cards. Right? They're all different. 8 of clubs. Wait, we better take it out for the big finale. Look at that. Show the backs of them. There's only one card. Show the fronts. Yo, yo. It's magic. It's magic. Great experiment, dudes. Let's get a shot. This will be the avatar in the front, or what do they call it? The screenshot. Thank you, Mark. Great work. Great work. Good effect, eh? That's my crowning achievement so far. That was great. Yes, it is the Sunday morning magic show. Boom. Okay, welcome back. So, I'm surprised more people didn't use rope-a-dope in a sentence to learn this trick. Great trick, ungimmick ropes. I don't know if I was clear, so if you thought you entered the contest, which I didn't pick a single winner, anybody who entered was allowed access to my private instructional video how to do that trick. If you thought you entered, just let me know in the comments and I'll make sure that you get a link to that tutorial. Okay, so as said before, I'm giving away Deadlock. That's how it goes. I'm giving away Deadlock, amazing mentalism effect, and quite pricey. But I'm also giving away a consolation prize. So the first person chosen, they get that one. But the consolation prize for the second person chosen is Flame, this crazy thing that I don't know what to do with. I only used it a few times, so I didn't get really good at handling it. So maybe if somebody wants to fiddle with it, they can. So entering for that today, and it was a long trick, so I'm just gonna get out of here quick. That performance is something I've worked on for a while. That particular performance of the combination of projecting a number from 1 to 52 into a spectator's mind and then proving it with card at any number. The whole format is it's good. I can do it a lot of different ways. That performance was based on the relationship that I had with Mark, because he's the one who kind of started me down this path, seeing if I could come up with any kind of entertaining mentalism magic, because he had studied paranormal investigations in university, so he knew what to look for. So he's my toughest critic. He always makes sure that he underreacts and he's hard to read and that sort of thing. But even he said this is the best thing he's seen me do yet. So I'm kind of proud of it. If you have any comments or questions about it, go ahead and ask. I think it's got a lot. I think it's a great routine technically, because I can re-badge it in any way I want, from serious to silly, for all ages, different themes with it. But I think it works. Those of you in the know see me with some Joe Miranda stuff there and whatnot. Some Max Major stuff, if you know him. Anyway, so I point at something in the video before the card reveal. Or, no, yeah, we've chosen the card, and then I point at something that leads to the second card that we chose in the beginning coming out. I point at something very specific. It's pretty obvious if you actually watch the video. So if you use that word in a sentence in the comments and you've liked and subscribed, you're in the contest. And I will draw next week, and next week there's actually going to be another contest. So it'll be a good double hitter. I promise to do the finger chopper thing, and so I'm actually going to do the finger chopper performance. I think I'd like to do it with my wife if she'll acquiesce. So I'm going to perform that. But what interested me and reminded me was I learned a little card trick that's a guillotine as well that I thought was fun and cool. So I'm going to do a performance of that too. That'll be next week, and entering the contest will win you, if you win the contest, the giveaway of the Tenyo finger chopper shipped directly to you. That's it for the week. I worked hard on this. It's disappointing that it takes so long to get more eyes. So if there's anything you can do to help, I'd appreciate it. I'm not trying to make money here. I'm just trying to do my thing. I worked really hard on that routine. There's a lot going on there. But so what, right? So what? You work hard in things that you love.
So, but if there's anything you can do to spread the word about my Sunday morning show, it's much appreciated. And I will see you all next week. Peace.